Look what Carl Deichler has done! So, the story goes like this. You know, I was an Army brat. So my dad, my mom, and myself, we moved 7 times before 5th grade. And I settled in a place called Trumbull, Connecticut. And there I managed to uphold a C- average. Yes, very impressive student. And when I was a little kid, my middle name was Sawyer. But I thought the S stood for scared, because that's how I spent most of my time. I had a bit of a speech impediment as a kid. I used to stutter and stammer. So I was pretty insecure. I was not a great athlete. My father was a great athlete. He was the captain of his football, baseball, and basketball team. And he drove me and he pushed me, and I was pretty bad. I had 2 left feet, and I was just not a great athlete. So in those early days, it was a struggle. But the one thing I did have was a sense of humor. Some of the time. Oh, you know, it's kind of fun. So early on, it was a struggle for me. I barely got through school. I was always picked last for every single team except for dodgeball. What's up with that? Now there's Horton. Got him! You know, so then I went off to college, and I struggled there as well, but I really got good at drinking beer. Awesome beer drinking was so much fun, and a couple other things that I cannot mention here. Are there children? It is a GP show, so. But the really neat thing, one of the major transformations for me was not the fact that I was moving physically or eating well, because it was all hot dogs and hamburgers and pizza and beer. I mean, honestly, like a lot of young guys back in the 70s, which is when I grew up. But one semester, my sophomore year, I took a weightlifting class. Now, I played football in high school. Actually, I was more of a tackling dummy during practice than I was an actual player. The score is 104-5. I can go in now. You know? Mom and Dad, take a picture. During warm-ups, I would roll around the grass just so I looked like I played, you know. Yeah, that was fair. But in the 60s and 70s, and still to this day, what ends up happening is a lot of coaches have this, you know, kick your butt mentality. They don't have any sympathy for the fact that you're not good enough yet. And so either you're a winner or you're a loser. They put you in 2 categories, and there's no grade, right? But I took this weightlifting class in college, and the instructor was this really cool, funny guy. I looked forward to going and lifting weights. I looked forward to doing aerobics. I looked forward to having my butt kicked. And I vowed from that day forward that if I'm ever involved with anything that comes to health and fitness, I'm not going to be like those coaches from the 50s and 60s that, you know, either put us in categories of winners and losers, but with this guy, I wish I could remember his name, but it was a very, very powerful semester. I just liked it. So I always looked forward to the class, and I would always go. And in the course of a semester, I went from sort of a, not chubby, but I had kind of a belly and skinny arms, and all of a sudden, good day. I would unbutton his shirt because I don't want to scare anybody. As you can tell, the ego's gotten bigger as well. So then I moved to California, 1980, and I had $400 in my pocket. Can you imagine going from Rhode Island over to the University of Rhode Island, and with $400, 2 suitcases in my stereo, couldn't bring my speakers because they were this big back then. Yeah, we're gonna have to have those shipped, Mom, thanks. So, you know, I moved into this friend of mine's sister's place. We slept on the floor for the entire summer. I had no money, but I was a trained mime, which really impresses the parents. My dad did a cocktail party. What's your son doing? Well, he just cured cancer. And my other son is a CEO of 4 companies. What's your son doing? Oh, he's doing mime at the pier. It's very impressive. Working for dollars, you know. Those were the days. It's all true, though. But you know, early on I had all kinds of jobs. I was the mime at the pier, I was a carpenter, I was a handyman, I was a dishwasher, I was a waiter, I was a go-go dancer at Chippendales. Yeah, Yeah, great. Yeah, I went out between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., so you can tell there's 5 people in the club. Yeah, we got a couple of stragglers and homeless guys. Get in there and dance. It was a living. So, you know, the interesting thing was, when I first got out to California, it wasn't about exercise and fitness, it was about surviving. And so I had to do all these different kinds of jobs, and it wasn't easy, you know. But the cool thing was about California, which didn't exist when I grew up, is there were public gyms on every corner. Now in Rhode Island and Connecticut, the only place you'd find them would be at a university or at a college. But the cool thing about California was they were everywhere. And in those days, they were doing $99 for a year's worth of membership. And I walked in and I saw my first aerobics class, and I went, oh, this is good. It's all women. Why would I not want to do this? How you doing? Yeah, great. Love the instructor. What's your name? Yeah, son. Oh, hi. What's your name? What are you two doing later? You know? Thank you very much. So I was also an actor, you know. I wanted to be Brad Pitt and Jim Carrey at the same time. So I went to acting classes, and I was in a couple of small movies, and I was in a couple of commercials, but it really wasn't wasn't really happening for me. And then I was training my boss one day, and my boss introduced me to Tom Petty. And Tom Petty called me up, swear to God, oh, Tony, it's Tom. No, really, bro, who's this? It's Tom Petty. Yeah, hung up on the guy. Ring. Dude, crap. My buddy picked up my roommate. Dude, I really think it's Tom Petty. Hi, I was talking to Harlan. My wife and I are going to go on tour. I'm not in great shape. I got to get off the drugs. And can you help me? I said, sure. So before you knew it, my average day was getting up and training Tom Petty and Billy Idol and Annie Lennox and Stephen Stills and Sean Connery and Annie Lennox and Usher and Ewan McGregor, and the list kept growing and growing and growing. And I didn't have to wait tables anymore. I didn't have to be a go-go dancer anymore. I didn't have to be a waiter anymore. I didn't have to do all those other things. I had my own business, just like you do now. You know, the really, really cool thing is, maybe you've heard the story or not, but along the way, you know, it was one of those jobs where I had my own apartment, rent control, awesome view of the convalescent home across the alley. If you got on the roof of the building and on your tiptoes, you could see palm trees at the beach. I mean, how much better is than that, you know? So, and I had a couple clients that I would train at my house, in my little apartment, you know, and right downstairs from my 2 broken down cars that got broken in about every 3.5 weeks, which was, you know, a good time too. And then one day, a mutual friend of mine says, you know, there's this guy who's coming into town, and he might start working for us, and you guys have the same sense of humor, and maybe you should meet him. And his name is Carl Dyke. So my friend Ben, our mutual friend Ben, brought Carl over, and with the first half an hour, we were both like this, bro, you're so funny! I know exactly, that's the riot! Let's go out. So we went clubbing, and we went skiing, and we did all kinds of things together. Along the way, he said, you know what, I've been working for this company long enough, and they're not really focusing on the things that I want to focus on. I'm the fitness guy, you know. I did 8-minute abs, hello. You know, I know how to go to the next level. Carl, was it 8 or 7? You can't do abs in 6 minutes, I'll tell you that much. Ben Stiller thing, you know. It's a quiz later. That was my time. I got 19 minutes. It's not a problem. Yeah. So, you know, Carl and I made something early on with Debbie Sievers. Who loves Debbie Sievers? Ladies, if you don't have Slim 6 yet, go out and get it, because it works. Your butt's like Wang below. So Debbie and I, we did Great Body Guarantee with Carl, but we ran a little low on cash, so at 7 o'clock in the morning, we run to the beach in the fog and shoot some stuff, you know. Let's do it now, because we can't go inside because we're out of money. And we made them, and they made money, and it actually gave us some credibility. And before you know it, Carl said, you know, what's that program that you've been doing? It takes like 90 days, and I want to base it on this thing on crew called, you know, Power 10. And we kind of sat down and we figured out what it was, and we developed something called Power 90. Now, when we developed Power 90, we were teeny. I mean, we were a couple of guys in the closet, You know, there was no team beach party, there was nothing, you know. John was in the broom closet. You know, Carl was where the cleaning supplies were. That's where his office was. And we made this Power 90, and everybody in the industry said, "What?" And they did it with that really high tone. What? Sorry about that. There's dogs like 3 miles away. Just take it. And we proved everyone wrong. We knew that there were people in this country who were not afraid of getting off their butt, working out 6 days a week, and figuring out how to eat healthy food. Hello. So, of course, Power 90, P90X, P90X Plus, one-on-one, 10-minute trainer. That's just me. Then we started bringing in other trainers, Shalene and Sean, and all the new trainers that are part of Beachbody. Hello. You have more options to exercise. You have no more excuses. None, zero, zilch. Because Carl and John and all the top VPs and presidents in our company understand that it's all about authenticity and it's about integrity and giving you guys things that work as opposed to that little chair that you do like this with. Oh yeah, man. It's like 3 minutes a day, 3 times a week. I'm killing it. I saw a sweat bead last week, I swear. I put it in the little tin. I still am saving it. I'm waiting for my next one, you know. And I'm on those pills. Those pills are great. I only throw up like 3 times a day. Let those punks make that. We're going to make the real deal. So what I have here is I have basically in my hand the things that I did, the things that I continue to do so that I can go from the kid who was washing dishes, wearing dolphin shorts and tiger socks on a box at 2 in the morning for homeless guys to where I am right now. So this is my story. That was my story. There are other people. You have to figure out what your story is as well. Mark Briggs has a story. Tracy Morrow has a story. My sister Kit has a story. I wonder if Richard Neal, with 242 pounds lost, has a story. How about Lindsay Oliver Farewell with 154 pounds? I wonder if she's got a story. Each and every one of you have one, and that is your success, your story, your reality, your life, your experiences along the way, falling, getting up again. That's what makes you better. That's what makes you stronger. That's what gives you success. How's that sound? Here's a quick little story for you, which is kind of fun, you know, if you're involved with Team Beachbody. So I'm in D.C. and I'm working with the troops and working with Congress, trying to beat up those punks. Trying to get Congress to agree on anything. So they agree on jumping ducks, I'll tell you that much. All right, so I'm coming out of the gym, and and there's one guy comes up, he says, "Mr. Horton, thank you so much. I lost 45 pounds from having a conversation with him." And then this black limousine pulls up, and I'm thinking, "Oh, what the heck is that?" And the window goes down. There's this kid in a tux and a woman in a gown, and I said, "Yo, dude, you going to your wedding?" He says, "No, man, I'm going to my prom. My girlfriend and I just lost 50 pounds apiece, and we're going to be the best looking ones there." What? I got the guy, I got the kid in the car, and then I see a girl, and her name is Hope. And she's coming at me with a white box like this. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. And I'm thinking, oh my God, oh my God. Tony Horton, I can't believe it, unbelievable, oh my God, I can't believe it. So she's talking and she's excited, and I've lost all this weight with P90X, and it's all amazing. And we're hugging and we're taking pictures in there. It's a whole big gathering in the corner, and people looking. And I said, "Hey, what's in the box?" She says, "It's my birthday cake." I said, "Oh." So she opens it up, and on it is a picture of me. Because her birthday was not only a celebration of her birth, but a celebration of her success. And she's a coach, and she's here. Hope, are you in the room? Give it to me. Got my clicker. Here we go. Finding the secret formula. It took me 30 plus years to find it. You want to hear it in the next 5 minutes? Yes. Okay, here we go. If you want to be successful, you have to have a purpose. You have to have a reason why. It has to be so powerful it knocks you over. This is huge. This is important. Your purpose, your why. What are your goals? Write them down. I don't care how crazy they are. If you put them on paper, you post them where you can see them, chances are that's your start. And that's what you need to do. That's what I need to do. I had them everywhere. I said, what do I want to do? Do I want to live in a van down by the river? That wasn't on the list. All right? What was on the list is kind of where I am now, because I wrote them down. Number 2, a plan. You've got to have a plan. You've got to figure out what you're going to do in advance. It doesn't have to go perfectly. Sometimes you're going to have left turns and right turns. But if you plan it, just like your workouts, chances are you'll do it. All right? Your plan is your who and your when. All right? Who are you going to talk to? And when are you going to do what you need to do to make sure that you get what you want? This is huge. A purpose and a plan, just like with the workouts. Another thing, consistency. You now officially work for yourselves. You can't go back to the man, take the card, click, click. All right, nice. This job sucks, this job sucks. Can't wait to get out of here, I don't care. All right then, and click. Oh, hey, traffic, this is... Get out of my way, you... You now work for yourselves. Now you're at home. You don't get up at noon. I think I'll go on the internet and see what's going on there. Yeah, maybe I'll do some of that coaching stuff. Oh, crap, I'll do it tomorrow. Your job is to turn this job into a real job. You know, if you want what you want, if you want the success that I know that you can have, then you've got to be consistent. Figure out what time you're going to get up, just like you're going to go to work. All right? Figure out who you're going to talk to, what you're going to do, what webinar you're going to participate in, what event you're going to go to. This is huge. Purpose, a plan, and consistency. Number 4, variety. So you're working, you got your plan, boom, didn't work. If you do it again, what does Einstein call insanity? Doing the same things over and over again and expecting a new result. I don't know why. I'm not getting the results I was hoping for. I've been on the elliptical now 3 days a week for the last 10 years. And still have that same look in the mirror. Get off the elliptical. Do something crazy. Be unique, be unusual, live outside of your comfort zone. This is important. And number 5, and I talked about this to a lot of the team events. That was my time. 10 minutes. I think I'll go into Shavasana. Just checking. Number 5, what I think is really important, and this is the core of Beachbody. This is the core of who I am as an adult man who wants to be successful, and that is integrity. You can cut corners. You know, it could all be about, you know, being a Shakeology salesman, all right? Or it could be a lot more than that. Shakeology, come on, hello. Greatest product since the beginning of man. Not just coaches are using it, professional athletes are using it, actors are using it, people in Congress are using it. I'm at the congressional gym. Hey man, I'm really into that Shakeology right now. I said, you should be a coach. Well, it can't be because, you know, congressmen want to be, but they can't. They're still drinking their Shakeology. All right? But it's not everything. Your job is to understand that your first and number 1 goal is to help solve the obesity crisis. That's what it's all about. Start with health and fitness first, and then build your pyramid from there. Does that make sense? Last but not least, intention. Intention. You're going to do it with ego, grandstanding, look at me, ha ha, fancy cars, whatever. That boat will crash. Kaboom. You can either do it with your ego, or you can do it with integrity. You decide. Get out of your comfort zone. The fact that you came here and did all those workouts, some of you did 3 yesterday, whoa, hello, I'm saying you're out of your comfort zone, all right? That's the only reason why I'm as far as I am, because I was the scared little kid with a speech impediment who had 2 left feet, who was picked last for everything except for dodgeball, like I said, and I kept doing things that took me out of my comfort zone, all right? Do scary things that don't kill you, all right? Just go like this. Crap, another door. Open, walk through. Open, walk through. You're not going to die. You're just going to get better. And you're going to become more successful. And you're going to be happier. And so is your family. And everybody else around. Right? be attached to the outcome, trust me. Oh, I'm gonna get insanity. I weigh 420. God, I hope I weigh 115 in 90 days. Crap, that didn't happen. Well, I guess I'm supposed to be big. You keep coming. Jeremy Yost, 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 180 pounds. Right? You just keep going. All right, get out of that comfort zone. Who are your mentors, teachers, and coaches? This is huge. This is huge. You're here this weekend, and you're going to sit in these seminars, you're going to listen to me, you're going to participate in different events, and what's going to happen inside your brain? You're going to know stuff that you didn't know before you got here. So it's all about seeking knowledge and information. What's one phenomenal way to be a better coach so that you have more information not only to help yourself, but the people in your life and everyone else so you can help solve the obesity crisis? I don't know, P90X certification, maybe? Who's certified? The certified folks, we're doing a special trip to the moon. I think Justin Bieber and the Who are playing. I don't know. We're working on it. We're working on the pods now to go to the moon. So get certified and come and join us, all right? So for me, when I first started out, I would pick up every book. If you look at my library, it's self-help book after self-help book, and I would go to seminar after seminar. It was everything in those books. It was every seminar perfect. Did everything resonate with me? No. Some of it was crap. But I kept going, and I kept filtering the things that worked and the things that didn't work, and that was important. So the key here is go to the fit clubs, find gurus, see a film, go to webinars, whatever it takes. Run from the naysayers. Who here's had some conflict in the process of this change? Raise your hand. They're punks. Those people are punks. They don't know. They don't know better. It's not their time. So ignore them and find the doers. You're here right now. Be with them. Hang with them. Talk to them. Listen to them. Grow with them. Learn from them. All right. I got 40 seconds. I can do it. I got my point. All right, this is really important. Raise your hand if you've been in a situation where it's a big group and there's things going on. You think, there's information coming at you, but still you have questions that haven't been answered and you were afraid to raise your hand. Raise your hand. Same thing with me, and I did that from first grade all the way through senior year of college. Oh my God, it's a really important question, but there's people in the room, they all look like they're nodding, like they know what's going on, and I'm freaking clueless, so I'm just going to sit on my hands and go back to my dorm and go, holy crap, I'm not going to pass this test. All right. Then, I stopped caring, and what I ended up doing was, I don't get it. I don't care. I got a question, I got a question, I got a question. There is no such thing as a dumb question. There is no such thing as a bad question. Just keep asking them over and over again. Don't ask the same ones over and over again. All right? And here's the thing. When you go to your teachers and your mentors and your coaches, chances are you're going to get different answers. Right? Yeah, but this coach who's making $600K a year said this, and this coach is doing really well who's a 45 diamond coach says that, and they're not the same thing. Crap! You know who you are, you know where you've been, you know what your story is. Take a little here, take a little here, take what works for you. Don't do it because 10 people who are doing it, it works for them. Pick your reasons. Pick your techniques that help you grow and learn to be a better coach. Make sense? Yep. Here's another thing. This is what success does to people. They stop asking questions. Hey man, I'm doing good. I'm like 8-star. Good. I don't have to work for the man anymore. Boom. And then people begin to think they know it all. We just developed a brand new MMX. Carl said, look, Kempo was good. It was a little mellow. Can we turn up the volume? And I went, Carl, I suck at martial arts. So I went, wait, I know somebody who's pretty good. Beep, boop, bop, beep, boop, boop. Hey, Briggsy, yeah, dude, I need your help. So Mark and I worked together, and we made the coolest MMX workout. You can't imagine it. I hope you become certified and you get to enjoy it, because it is awesome. So I don't care how successful you are, how big your house is, stay humble. Keep asking questions, and it'll get better and better.